Alright, here we go once again with another video, and this is going to be in a response to Mr. Johnny B 1993's video on things that bug him. And I'll tell you why something that bugs me. Well, this is going to be my first rant video I have ever made before. Yep, this is going to be the first ever rant video. And why am I making a rant video on? Well, I'm making a rant video on Nickelodeon. Well, here's the DVD Good Burgers you see on the front. And yep, it's a great movie, Good Burger, with Keenan and Kel, with my favorite actors, Keenan and Kel. And yep, it's all that good stuff. It's a great movie. But why am I making a rant video again? Well, I'm going to explain that right now. Nickelodeon is not like it used to be. And why is it not like it used to be? Well, because of the new TV shows. Like these new Nickelodeon TV shows, like Penguins of Madagascar, Fanboy Chum Chum, Victorious, True Jackson VP, and all that other stuff. It's not funny. It's not even funny. I don't even know why they even put these shows on Nickelodeon, because they're not funny. And I don't know how they make any money on those shows, you know? It's just stupid. It's stupid to me that they're making the new shows. They keep making new shows when most of them don't make sense. I just hate this. I really do hate this. I really miss the old Nickelodeon that it was on back in our days. Like, remember, and this, oh, I forgot to mention, this video is definitely for Mr. Johnny V 1993, because he feels the same way of Nickelodeon too. But let me tell you something. I think Nickelodeon is stupid now. It's stupid. But the only good shows on Nickelodeon now are SpongeBob, iCarly. Well, iCarly's alright. It's pretty good, but like the other shows, like I said, Victorious, Fanboy Chum Chum, Penguins of Madagascar, all those other stuff, it's not funny. They're not even funny. Most of them don't make sense. Like, I saw a couple episodes of Victorious. It's not funny. None of the episodes are not funny. But some people might think that it's a funny show, but it's not good to me, to be honest. But yeah, Victorious, I don't really know if I would like that show or not, because it's not the type for me. But as for iCarly, well, that one's pretty good. That one's alright. That one's a little bit better than watching True Jackson VP and Victorious, because they're not even funny. And like I said, I've seen a couple episodes of Victorious and a couple episodes of True Jackson, but I don't watch the new ones. If there's new episodes of Victorious or True Jackson VP, Fanboy Chum Chum, etc., etc., I'm not watching it. And as for the new SpongeBob episodes, well, I don't know if I should watch them or not, because I've heard reviews that SpongeBob is not like it used to be, because it's getting old, but it's still popular on TV today. But yeah, I remember I used to watch SpongeBob all the time, and I still watch them all the time now, because there's not good stuff on TV, because TV's not like it used to be. I miss the old days. Whatever happened to Keenan and Kel? All that. The Amanda Show. Drake and Josh. Well, they still play that show on the end. But what happened to those good shows? Like Cat Dog, Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy, The Angry Beavers, Cat Scratch? What happened to those shows? But on these upcoming new shows of like these new upcoming Nickelodeon cartoons, like Planet Sheen and Tough Puppy, if I see another commercial, I'm not watching the show, because I don't think it's going to be any funny. Because it doesn't look funny according to the commercials I've seen of both of those shows. But you know what? I'm not going to watch it, because it's a waste of time. And yeah, like, what happened to those good old shows that used to be on? My favorite was Keenan and Kel. I used to love watching Keenan and Kel when it was on Nickelodeon at the time, before it got canceled in 2000. I think 2003, but they showed one episode back in 2004. I remember seeing when they used to have the You Pick Live station on Nickelodeon, in which I used to watch that as well as Slime Time. But I remember they closed down their Nickelodeon studio, the Orlando Nickelodeon studio, whatever you call it thingy. They closed that down because they weren't making a lot of money. So now they're making new shows in Nickelodeon Sunset in California, which they used to film those good old shows, all that. My all-time favorite, Kenan and Kel, The Amanda Show, on Fabulous. Well, I never watched on Fabulous, but like Drake and Josh, I used to like Drake. I love Drake and Josh. I've seen every episode of that before. It was funny. That was a good show back in the day, but they still play it on the end, and I still watch it on, or it's now called T-Nick. I shouldn't call it the end anymore, because it's now called T-Nick. But, yeah, I don't know what happened to those good shows. I don't know what Nickelodeon has done. Because, you know what, Nickelodeon? You should put back these old shows that I used to watch all the time. But the SpongeBob ones, you could probably keep that on, because it's still famous to kids on TV. But like BYW613 said, is he did his video on his SpongeBob DVD collection. Well, he only has 2 DVDs, SpongeBob, but he does. It's not his all-time favorite show, but he still enjoys it. He still enjoys it, but yeah, it's not. But yeah, but SpongeBob is not like it used to be. It's not. It's not that good anymore, but I'll still watch SpongeBob once in a while. But the newer episodes, I just have to sit down and watch them because there's nothing else on TV. But I'll just watch the new episodes of SpongeBob. But yeah, like BYW613 says, it's no good anymore. According to the views that he read, it was no good anymore. So I have to go along with that because it's really starting to get more worse than it was before. Now, as of iCarly, that one's alright still, but I think they're gonna stop making new ones. This will probably be their last season, but I'm not sure because Spencer's getting too old to play Jerry Trainer, who's gonna be voicing the new upcoming cartoon called Tough Puppy, which, like I said, I am not watching it. Even if the commercial says it's funny, I'm not watching it. It's gonna be a waste of time. But yeah, but like I said, what happened to those good shows like Kenan and Kel, for instance? That was an interesting show. I used to watch Kenan and Kel all the time, but it was funny. It was a funny show. And yep, Good Burger was a good movie. It was hilarious. Probably one of the funniest Nickelodeon movies I've ever saw. I remember first seeing this a long time ago, but yeah, it's a good movie. It's a great classic owned by Nickelodeon. But yeah, what happened to the old Nickelodeon? Yeah, what happened to that old Nickelodeon stuff? Because it's not Nickelodeon. It's not like it used to be. I just miss those old Nickelodeon shows. You know, like I said, iCarly's okay, but like I said before. But yeah, all the the characters are getting old. Like Jerry Trainer, he's getting too old to play Spencer, and Carly and Miranda Cosgrove is getting too old to play Carly. So they're gonna have. So I think they're gonna. I think this will be the last season that they'll do for good. But I might be wrong. But this might be the last season that they'll do because they just started their new season back in late July of 2010 when they made that new episode, I Got a Hot Room. But yeah, as for Victorious, I am not watching it because it's not funny. I've seen a couple episodes, seen some clips, not funny. I wouldn't even matter watching it again. But yeah, I would just rather go on demand and watch all the shows that I like and not watch Victorious because it's not funny. And and yeah, that's it with that one. But yeah, I miss those old Nickelodeon shows. They should put them back on, but I did hear, according to Wikipedia, they said they're gonna start making new episodes of Rugrats, and they're returning in 2011. I don't know how true that is, but if it's true, I might go see it. I might see the new episodes. If they air the new episodes on the regular Nickelodeon, I'll probably watch it. If it happens. But like I said, the upcoming new shows like Planet Sheen and Tough Puppy, I'm not watching it. As for Planet Sheen, that was almost taken off of the old Nickelodeon show Jimmy Neutron, and which I like Jimmy Neutron. He's pretty good, but yeah, but Sheen is the new character. He has his own show, but he doesn't seem as wacky as he used to be. So I'm not gonna bother watching that. So that will be it with part 1 of my rant on Nickelodeon. And when I come back, I'll show you. I'll talk about more episodes of Nickelodeon shows that I like. So hope you stay around for that.